Hi guys, it's Jenny from Kodo Crafts, and today I'd like to talk to you about a tool that I use in my classroom all the time known as Thinking Thumbs. Thinking Thumbs are a fantastic visual cue that I use with my students for a variety of purposes, whether it is to check for understanding, a means of self-assessment, or for students to provide feedback to myself or to their fellow classmates. Thinking Thumbs work by using a sliding scale from thumbs up to thumbs down, or anywhere in the middle. They can be used to provide feedback about how a student is feeling in response to a certain statement. I might use them to check for understanding when I've explained a task. I know if I'm getting thumbs up back that the student understands what they need to do and they're ready to work. If there are thumbs in the middle or thumbs down, I know that I need to reinforce a few concepts. I also love these as a means of self-assessment for students. I can get feedback on how well a student thinks they have completed a task without the need for the student to be able to clearly articulate their feelings by raising their hand and voicing their thoughts in front of a whole class, which can sometimes be a bit daunting for students. Thinking Thumbs, if done under the chin, remain relatively anonymous. The student knows which rating they've given and the teacher can see that rating as well. But provided all your students are facing towards the teacher, very few students can see another student's rating if they're tucked under their chin. This means that students can feel more comfortable giving honest feedback about a performance of theirs using the Thinking Thumbs approach than they might if they were asked to verbalise that assessment. I also love Thinking Thumbs as a means of allowing my students to assess each other and to give feedback in a really quick, uninvasive and direct manner. Even as early as Term 1 preps, we do a solo singing assessment with the song Bee Bee Bumblebee. Bee Bee Bumblebee, can you say your name for me? Each student takes it in turn to respond, my name is Jenny. Obviously this can take quite a while to get through an entire class of preps solo singing their name. So to avoid the other students getting distracted and going off task, I ask that when they're not solo singing, they give feedback to their fellow classmates with a Thinking Thumbs rating. And we can set in advance what each rating might be. If the student has used a singing voice and they've matched pitch with what the rest of the class was singing, they get a thumbs up. If they have used a singing voice but they have found different notes to what the rest of the class was singing, thumbs in the middle. And if they have not used a singing voice at all, or they didn't attempt to sing their name, thumbs down. The great thing about this use of self-assessment is that we can change the parameters each lesson, but we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Students, once they have tried Thinking Thumbs a few times in a row, will understand the premise. All they need to know is what each rating means. It takes 30 seconds at the start of each activity to discuss, this is what a thumbs up is, this is what a thumbs in the middle will get you, and this is what will get you a thumbs down. Then students are ready to go to provide that feedback.